I'm going to wait for some of y'all to get in here. So I got myself an actual starting soon. Little page thing. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Hmm. Hello. I saw that I had one person in here, so I figured I'd join you. Because it's better than just sitting here like, is there anybody come in? Oh, boy. So, welcome to my living room. For now, I have a plan. I'm going to be clearing out 2 rooms. One's going to be a craft room, one's going to be a studio room. That's a good idea. All right. Well, let's see. Get back to my news. All right. Well, I don't know if y'all heard, but I did, that Jussie Smollett, I'm gonna say his name, he ain't no Smollett. He is guilty on 5 of 6 charges. Um, Fake hate crimes. Hey, Lady Liv. Fake hate crimes deserve to be punished severely, whether it's an adult or a teenager, because they have all been doing it. So I'm curious. Oh, he was acquitted of the 6th count, which was lying to a detective in mid-February, which is odd considering he lied to everybody. But that's tidbit number 1. Figures. We go live and all of a sudden, whoops. We go live and all of a sudden, my throat goes. Let's see. I hope you didn't hear that. That was my dog, not me. Whoa, what's up, M Dog? All right, so let's get back to these news tidbits. Let's see. Now, there's quite a few, and like I have in the description, if you want to look for yourself, I look in the morning. What is going on with my voice? Water. Welcome, person number 3, to my. Hey! Hi, Mel. Welcome to my living room. And you can see there's my Christmas tree. And I moved that giant pothos of mine that I love so much is over there. But I have to put the boy's picture. Well, I've got it right here. I don't know if I want to keep it there though. There's no documents on why the NIH. This was the. This was interesting. Ah, thank you. These two are chrome. Okay, so NIH is National Institutes of Health, Fauci and all that crap where he works. But this agency suddenly used to include a 232 word definition of gain of function research. Specifically gain of function. And it's gone now. And it was removed around the same time the agency disclosed that research it funded in China met the definition. But now the definition is gone, so I wonder. It's like they think we're stupid. I mean, there are some dummies out there. There's the sheeple out there, but you guys, me, not stupid. Let's see. I should have wrote them down instead of just writing them on here because now I gotta look down. I hate looking down, so. Oh, Joy Reid. I can't stand this woman. MSNBC host. She made another comparison of President Donald Trump to genocidal Nazi dictator Adolf Hitler. The hell she come off doing that shit? It's just. She basically compared it as in the media dismissed Hitler as a threat for a bit, and then boom, and they're doing the same thing for Trump, is what she's saying here. And it's just, I don't know if you can see it. Here she is. Such a pleasant woman. Anyway, that was another one that caught my eye today. Very annoying. Oh, and you guys probably already knew this would happen, but the push for electric vehicles is leading to massive deforestation and environmental damage. Is that a surprise to y'all? Because it's not a surprise to me. We already knew that was going to happen. I'll go into detail here in a sec. Wow. A major nickel mine in the Philippines rainforest has continued to expand, mowing down acres of trees as global demand for minerals essential for electric vehicle manufacturing surges. I mean, what did these people, obviously, it's, they didn't think. That's the whole thing. They didn't think, not at all. They just want what they want. So Tesla and Toyota cars use use that mine that's expanding. Let's see. Like I said, nickel. It's nickel. And then it's transported to Japan, where the firm Sumitomo Metal Mining uses it to make a key ingredient of Panasonic's lithium-ion batteries. Uh, really, seriously. Every there's cause and effect. Everything. Hey, thank you, hippie. Appreciate it. It's very, very cool. Thank you. Um, this is something that should be done around the world, or across the country, I should say. Florida, awesome sauce, love them. Unveiled tools for reporting employers who violate restrictions on vaccine mandates. That is outstanding. So you don't have to worry about. Well, I hope you wouldn't have to worry about getting retribution for or pushback from making that call, because it's hopefully it's sorry, I had to. That's awesome, Mel. Thank you for sending me that. Um, back to the Florida governor is absolutely outstanding. I want DeSantis to be the president. No doubt he will be at some point. But there are complaints about out of compliance employers already rolling in to this telephone line that haven't even, I mean, it's only been up for a few days, I think. So here's what this says. Now, this is from the Epoch Times. Some people would say Epoch. That's if that's one you I'll say it that way. So if you want to spell it and check it up afterwards, by Nanette Holt. There's a section that I want to read that would you don't do that. Don't do that. Come here. Come over here. My lab is annoyed. What's the matter? What's the matter? Want to say hi? He can't. He's too short. All right, you just go lay down on your bed. Okay, so the new online documents clearly explain the rules and the process for Duke tail. Watch that tail, dude. No, no, don't hit the. Oh my goodness. You know, labs and tails. Okay. New online documents clearly explain the rules and the process for employees wanting to opt out of getting the COVID-19 vaccines, which is probably anyone that has a brain. Um, it describes the way violations will be handled, and it even says in this article specifically, beginning of the sentence to the end, COVID-19 is the illness caused by the Chinese Communist Party virus. No lie, that's what this says. Love it. Because it is. The lab leak, everybody was like, oh, that's a conspiracy theory, blah, blah, blah. But then, hey, guess what? It's true. Not a conspiracy theorist. So So it basically already has, wow. Yeah, there's even Florida's Attorney General Ashley Moody has even added the forms to her website that can be used to gain exemptions from employer vaccine mandates or to report employers who ignore a new Florida law protecting workers who want to avoid getting the jab, which is that's yes, Lady Liv. He's lying down now, but it was like so I had put my hand down. He was wagging his tail in my hand. The minute I moved it, again. Jeez. So that needs to be done throughout this country, in my opinion, because when you say to someone, for example, you tell your kid, do this or you don't get this. That's parenting, correct? You do that to an adult, that's what is, oh, the word just went out of my head, dang it. Come back, word. Manipulation. Thank you. See, the little tap helped. That's manipulation on a huge scale because Biden, I will not call him the president because he is only a shell of a man who is just a puppet being run by. Who's running the puppet? That's the next question. Who's running the puppet? Anyway, hey, Amazon got fined 1.28 billion by Italian antitrust regulators. This caught my eye because it's Amazon, and even though I'm an addict to Amazon and I get tons of crap off of there, they basically they brought this about, and in this court that it is abusing its market dominance, which is, who doesn't know that? It, they said that they harmed competing operators in the e-commerce logistics service. So basically the delivery part and all of that. Because now they've got their huge delivery thing that they just popped up and just slammed together, and wow. It's you'll notice it if you go on Amazon and you see when you buy something it says fulfillment by Amazon or fulfilled by Amazon, and they said this was done to the detriment of the logistics services offered by competing operators, as well as to strengthen its own dominant position, which is, I mean, obviously, and it's, of course, Amazon strongly disagrees, but cares what Amazon thinks? No one. Okay. I'm just going down. So I've got a long list here. Sorry, you can't see because of the glow. I got a long list here, and I'm going on the ones that were caught my eye that I had interest in. And of course, when I saw Amazon, I was like, gotta look. Oh, and little old AOC. She earns $174,000 a year, but she says taxpayers should pay her $17,000 student loan. What? Okay, so here's my question. Um, give tell me if I'm wrong, but when you go to college, college is overpriced. College is pretty much not even, it's not even useful anymore. I suggest going to trade jobs, trade schools. That's where the money is. Right off the bat, 6-figure income, no brainer. That's why I love Mike Rowe. Okay, so parent has a senior graduating from high school, applies for college, might get some scholarships. it's rare that anyone gets a full scholarship to cover everything, books, you name it. The student and the parent apply for financial aid and student loans. That is their decision. They pay for it, no one else. That is common sense. And by the way, I have a new word that I created that I want to see if it'll take off. I'm going to make a hashtag out of it. Common sensicans. Common sense Americans. Hello? New party of common sensicans. That's it. I said it to someone and he's like, "What kind of Mexicans is that?" I was like, but his girl got it. Oh, that was flawed, Liv. That was great. So Mo got it, Flawed didn't. He was the one that said Mexicans. I was like, because I did it in one of those chat things. But yeah, anybody that makes an opinion, anybody that makes a decision and actually takes the steps to implement that decision, that takes the step to implement those decisions, self accountability. You're accountable for your own actions. Taxpayers don't have to pay your shit. Oh, man, please help. Oh, me. Oh, get this. CNN celebrated gas prices falling 5 cents after nearly doubling in price. We all know CNN is. Who calls it that? Is it Tucker Carlson or Dan Bongino calls it the Commie News Network? Oh, it's so stuck word. It's right, but it's a valid comparison. Anyway, there's a oh, now y'all, you guys knew this was coming. Fauci has changed the definition of fully vaccinated, or he suggested it's a matter of time. The definition of fully vaccinated changes. So you're going to have to get a booster, then another booster, then another booster. They're trying to do an Omicron version or variant booster. And there are 0 deaths attributed to Omicron. 0. And then you have to, yes, dang it, accurate. That's the word I was looking for, lady. Oh, I want to apologize for my video last week. I was so upset about Joe Biden and his wife not acknowledging their 7th grandchild and basically disavowing any knowledge or not accepting the child as their grandchild. That was the video for last week, and my brain couldn't wrap around that, and I kind of repeated a little bit, and it was my longest live at 40 some odd minutes, but I felt bad afterwards when I watched. It was like, ugh. And I was prepared and everything, so but some things I'm realizing that I can't go into things that really piss me off. I've got to write it down and have kick the table. I have to write it down and not get into the emotions. Got to try and keep the emotions out because that stream was just horrible. I think it was horrible. But yeah, that's I mean, everybody knew Fauci was going to change the goal or move the goalposts again because now they're doing Omicron. there's going to be another one because it's just what this bug does. And it was man made, it was modified from it's zoonotic now. It was modified from the virus that was in bats, gain of function. Oh, okay, lady. Well, I hope everybody's as nice as you. My voice went poop right before I went live. I don't understand it. Oh, oh, I was driving. I was driving the other day, and there was a commercial that came on that was sponsored by, get this, Pfizer and BioNTech. And it wasn't for anything to have to do with the vaccine. It was some kind of, I can't remember now. But it just floored me that that's, I mean, that's blatant. How can you not see what they're doing? They're putting, oh, I, uh, companies, big tech, big companies, all that shit needs to get regulated and just, well, not regulated, but they just need to be restructured and made to be smaller and split up or something. Just go away because, like Amazon, huge freaking monopoly on like everything, and a lot of the stuff that oh shoot, I forgot to bring the card. So I bought something on Amazon, and in the package was this little card offering a $10 Amazon gift card if you go and put a 5-star rating on what I purchased. They're buying 5-star reviews. These Chinese companies. It's Chinese people all over doing this. I got it for a telescope. It looked like it was made and sold here in the United States. It looked like it. I got it. I missed the eclipse that I was looking at. And it was either that or Jupiter. Was it Jupiter being really, really visible? I can't remember, but it was last year. Last Christmas time. Because I remember all my decorations were out. And it was hard to see until I moved away from it. But yeah, they're buying your 5-star ratings. They're paying for them. Who does that? I know I say that a lot. I'm going to use that as my tagline. Who does that? All right. So, yes, Fauci moved the goalpost yet again. And it's going to continue. We all know it's going to continue to change. Fully vaccinated is not a term. You cannot be fully vaccinated because A, it's not even a vaccine in the first place. Mumps, that's a vaccine. Polio, that's a vaccine. You don't see polio around anymore, do you? That's a vaccine. This is an experimental shot. It's an experimental freaking something that's not a vaccine. Just saying. All right. Whoosah. Oh, there's some really dumb stuff in here, so I might react to it because like, so I apologize again with the croaky. Oh, and Boris Johnson is locking down the UK again at Christmas, just like last year. Oh, this is what we're trying to avoid here in the United States. Okay. Now, this is in Italy, but they have this. Now, I laughed at this because of the name. I instantly went to The Fifth Element. Um, the Italians have a super green pass. That's the vaccine passport. That's what they call it, the super green pass. And I can't not see Chris Tucker saying super green in my head from that movie. I love that movie. It only allows people to access bars, restaurants, and other venues by either being fully vaccinated, which, how does that definition has changed so much? How do you even know? Fully vaccinated, or having proof of recovery from the coronavirus, rather. Um, they also made more stricter rules on unvaccinated people. Surprise. But it's people in Milan are confused because police are forced to conduct random checks for the pass, but don't have enough officers to do so, and they don't have any way of enforcing it. If you're in a business, police can't make you leave because it's not a crime. I don't think it's a crime. I don't see it on here anywhere as a oh, my mistake. There's a 1,000 pound or euro fine for taking a train while unvaccinated and untested in Italy. Guess I'm never going to Italy until all this bull crap is done. But they don't have enough officers to even make this policy of theirs effective, so why bother? And if you're in a business, these businesses aren't going to want you to take these people out. They're making money. God, people are so stupid. Just saying. Let's see. Sorry for the silence. Oh, UK and Canada join on the diplomatic boycott of the Beijing Winter Games. And freaking Beijing basically said, that's fine. Nobody wanted them to come anyway, or nobody invited them or something like that. It's like, really? And that we, the United States, are going to pay a price for our decision and warned of countermeasures, but didn't have any details. Now, here's the problem. All of these diplomatic boycotts, it's just basically, hi, Timo. It's just basically the government leadership, and things like that, that aren't going to go to the games. Well, that's fine, but the countermeasures, as China said, who's going to protect those athletes? Those athletes are American citizens. Who's going to protect those athletes? The UK athletes, the Canadian athletes. Who's going to protect them? China can do whatever they want. We won't know. We won't know. They can do whatever they want to anybody over there because they're evil. As it's a communist country. Why would you have the Olympics in a communist country? I was against this when it came out, when they were doing the where is it going to be thing. But diplomatic representation, that's what it is. But Chinese embassy says that the Canadian, or Justin Trudeau, is making false claims because they were talking about, or Trudeau was talking about, the slavery and genocide of the, and I can't say UR or UGHYRS, the Uyghurs. I don't know how to say it, and so I try not to because it's horrible. It sounds, I hate mispronouncing things. So people don't realize how good we have it here. And they're not going to realize until it's too late. That's what we have to avoid. That's what we have to get past. We have to get people to wake the frig up, because Now there are people waking up, just not enough of them, not fast enough. I watched Louder with Crowder, and that man knows what he's talking about. That man is knowledgeable. He's Canadian, and he loves this country and is more knowledgeable than the majority of the people walking around on the street. Same as with Tom MacDonald. He's Canadian. He loves this country more than all of the leftists that I see on the news and the stupid little TikTok clips and everybody that makes these stupid little rants about how the US is so bad and capitalism bad and Orange Man bad and all of that. He loves this country. Both of those gentlemen love this country more than probably the majority of college students in California and all of those. I'm not gonna get on that tangent. Not gonna get on that tangent. Stopping. So basically, it's more or less. I don't want to. If we don't find a way to get people to wake up, we're in trouble. I mean, we're in trouble now, but if these stupid ass freaking sheeple don't wake up, we're screwed. Somebody, where did I read this? Somebody said, why don't we take half the country, make them the communist half, and then us, the capitalist half, and check back on them in 30 years and see how good they're doing. They probably won't be around in 30 years. Or people will run away and there won't be anyone there. I mean, common sense. Um, ooh, I didn't remember reading this. This must be new. French youth are following in the footsteps of Trump's MAGA movement. So it's basically conservatism has become the counterculture as Western institutions have veered increasingly left, failing to fulfill their pie in the sky promises. I mean, duh. That's like, I can't believe I said that. I haven't heard duh in years, in like 1990 much. They want their duh back. It's just this weak puppet shell of a man that is the president right now is just not effective in any way, shape, or form. And I haven't seen very many videos. Sorry, earthquake. The tray or the table. Um, Biden's no match for Putin. No match. There is a thing that I read and I posted this on my Facebook too, that the Biden administration is actually suggesting to Ukraine to capitulate and give Putin that eastern part of their country to appease him. No! The United States does not belong putting their nose in another sovereign country's business like that. That's not that's not that's not acceptable, because once you do that, he's going to keep going. Okay, he got this one. He's going to keep going. He's going to go here. He's going to go there. Poland is moving. Let me see. Poland's moving folks over, or troops over. Let me see. The Czech government is sending troops to the Poland-Belarus border because of what Putin is doing. So there's a lot of, well, obviously there's a lot of misinformation coming out of the Biden administration. That's obvious. Um, Everybody knows that. um, if we don't get the sheeple to get their heads out of their asses, the proverbial heads out of their asses. Sorry. Oh, I know you guys here don't care, but yes, Timo, exactly. California is a prime example of failed policy. Uh, yeah, wow. I didn't know about the law that no more nuclear power plants can be built. I didn't know that. Was that recent? When all of this leftist, like, well, okay, not recent, but was this like in 2010 time frame? Let me see. I'm gonna look instead of asking. I was talking about it. I think before you came on, Timo, that there's massive deforestation and loss of. Um, Now we're talking deforestation in the Philippines rainforest, expanding a nickel mine so that they can make those lithium ion batteries and all that. And Panasonic uses them and all of that for these frigging electric cars. You have the it's I was saying it's this cause and effect. If you do this, then this is the result. You want to have electric cars, you want to have more of them, you want to make it mandated or illegal to have a gas powered vehicle. Illegal to have a gas powered vehicle. I hope they never do that because I'll be pissed. But you increase the demand, the supply has to increase, and as a result, for example, the minerals that they need, um, like for the chips, the all of the computer chips and all the cars and everything, that's holding things up because the majority of them are made in China. Um, Supply and demand is it's elementary. Um, elementary. Well, I wish they taught it in high school here. I don't know if they do because I don't have a high school kid, but I do know in college, my first year, supply and demand is intertwined. There is no way to go. Sorry, Marjorie, I don't know what you're talking about. Really, Tim? Wow. Oh, that's all I need is my kid to come in here. He's the one that's got all the info. Um, ah, Thrown off topic because I don't understand what VARC Tech is. Unless you're saying Voc Tech, which is vocational technical school. That's good. I like those. I did that. Okay. Um, Basically, supply and demand, this huge supply, not huge. It's not a huge supply. It's a finite resource. And now with all of these sheeple that are clamoring for more electric this, electric that, all of the materials needed to make those vehicles demand will outstrip supply, which is what's happening with that mine in the Philippines, for example. And as a result, they're they're deforest they're it's deforestation in a freaking rainforest. There goes the oxygen those trees provide. Yeah, who cares about trees? We only need them to breathe. Idiots. Um, there's a lot of shit going on that I don't like, and I I feel frustration because there's nothing I can do about it personally. Um, And because I live in a democratic state that decided to go with the popular vote thing, whoever gets the popular vote, all the votes in this state go to whoever wins the popular vote. So it's a popularity contest, just like high school. What? That is not how elections work in this country. We all know about the freaking bullshit that, what's your favorite shirt, Tim? My favorite shirt is in there. This is my comfy that I was telling you guys about before, because my house is 66 and 65 degrees, so I had to put it on. I was cold today. Couldn't even wear a short sleeve shirt in my own house. Because I got to keep the cost down, because the cost of natural gas, holy shit. And then I went to Costco the other day to get some gas, and the 85, which I hate that I'm putting 85 in my vehicle. I usually don't go lower than 87, but I kind of have the 85, and then I put a few gallons of premium in there, and that combines in it, you know, combination of high and low, and you get a happy medium of roundabouts. Yeah, exactly, Timma. We only need the trees to breathe. Um, it gets a happy medium. Also, I have learned when you go to the gas station and you put the thing in there and hit the handle, don't hit the handle all the way on the highest setting, because all of the bubbles and everything, and that turns the handle off sooner, so you don't end up with a full tank of gas. You end up with air and gas. So if you want an actual full tank, use the one in the middle. The one in the middle has a lower, volume of gas that's going in there, so the bubbles aren't building up and it's not causing the thing to shut off prematurely. Because those things are all right. This happens a lot, and we're not a lot, but it happens occasionally, I should say. And girl, good girl, come on, slow down, slow down. That girl, good job, good job. I don't know what that is yet. I have to take her back to the vet, and but it doesn't happen that often. It does happen though, and it worries me. But didn't mean to. They're top priority. All four of them, top priority. Hey, buddy, what you doing? You go back sleeping? Go back sleeping. All right. That was my random factoid, by the way, of use it in the middle one. Yeah, the bubbles are from the pump, from the volume that are. The faster it goes, the more bubbles there are. So, hold on. I need you to this. Hopefully, this is a little better, because I'm noticing that it's going into the red more as I'm talking. Um, it's the volume of the gas that's the pump is putting out is causing the bubbles. Yes, but there's just so much going on that is so frustrating that I can't do anything about. So that's the other reason why I'm doing this, because it somebody needs to say something about it. And there's plenty of male veterans out there that are giving their 2 cents, that are doing really good. One of the ones that I really like, John Burke, um, he's doing quite a bit now. That man's an entrepreneur, like master entrepreneur. He's got all kinds of stuff going on. It's pretty awesome. Um, Graham Allen's another one. Now he's running for Congress, so I don't see as much from him. You all right? It's okay. CBD in that. Yes, my two oldest are on CBD. It helps with their arthritis and their pain. Anyway, and it's not cheap, which is good. That means it works. It's good, strong stuff. Um, oh, on an aside, I forgot to mention this at the beginning. Only 16% of Americans strongly approve of Biden's job performance. Oh, duh. But strongly approve? How is it even that high? 16%. How is it even that high? You all right? Oh, excuse me, folks. Yawn. All right. Well, that was my tidbits that grabbed my attention today. And a lot of the news that I look at in the mornings, because I can only take it for a little while in the morning and then I have to stop, is the Bongino report and the Tatum report. Now, Brandon Tatum is awesome. He's a former police officer from Tucson, Arizona, who actually did a video on the shooting by a Tucson police officer of a man in a wheelchair. So I would definitely, if you're interested in that, I would definitely give him a look. That video especially. That's a recent one. There's a lot more that I want to say, and I just don't have. I don't have the words or the way to get it out there except through this. So I'm starting out like y'all that were with me from the beginning. Sorry, I hit the table. I'm a klutz, so sue me. Um, I'm doing this to. Oh, hey Mel, look over there. See that? That's your Christmas card. Um, rabbit trail, shiny. The process of my doing this, I'm starting out in my living room, and I'm going to be doing this every week, and y'all are going to experience as I figure stuff out. Almost said, as I figure stuff out, I'm going to see y'all are going to be in experiencing this with me while I'm trying to learn. Um, my new thing the funny thing I finally got today was I don't know if you weren't in yet, Timo. Was I had a starting soon for the stream there. That hold on, let me see if I can. Here, I'll show you. This is what it was before everybody came in. Once I had one person in here, I took it off and went to this. Very cool. So that's awesome, and I want to figure out more graphic-y stuff. So y'all are along for the ride, and I appreciate it that you're here. I really do. Um, I'm hoping that. Yeah, I mean, you have the same handwriting that you had when we were in frickin' school. I mean, how do you still have that handwriting? Mine is like, looks like a doctor's handwriting that has like tremors. Um, thank you again, like I was saying, thank you for being here and for hanging out with me. I'm hoping that this can grow into a community that we can all sit, talk, bullshit, and just hash it out. I am glad you're here, Lady Liv. It's awesome to see some of the Flawed Squad here. Well, just you right now, but others will join, I hope. Um, I'm hoping that I can get the word out um, to more veterans, especially female veterans, to get them to put in their holding my beer for what? I didn't say watch this. Here, hold my beer. Watch this. Weirdo. Um, I'm hoping to get. I'm hoping to get more out there. I'm talking to someone. I might have a sponsor, but it's a good sponsorship and not a monetary sponsorship. But it's still good. That's a sponsor. So there is that. Um, and I think I'll know more next week because I have to sit and talk with the owner of the business. Mel, you guys are always there for me. I appreciate that very much. Um, I have your gifts. I just need to send them. And I've been, ugh, I am so tired from today. I didn't want to go over an hour, so I'll be short on this because last week came close. So I'm gonna try and keep it an hour. Um, which just wasted some more seconds. Brain fart. Good grief. Well, anyway, Mel, what was I just saying? Text me. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Um, oh, the sponsorship. That's what I was. Oh no, I was after that. I was talking about. I did a lot today, and my back is very pissed. So, sitting in this couch, I'm realizing that I have to get a good position because I have a hand deliver. I wish, man. I wish that would be epic. But to hand deliver, I'd have to drive there because I'm not getting on a plane. Because, and I noticed this for anybody that travels, if you had COVID, so okay, I had a friend and her husband here that lived here, and her husband got COVID while he was here. It was no big deal. He moved to Oregon. He is just now getting out of the hospital after 3 weeks because he got COVID again. Different strains in each state. It mutates that fast that you got COVID-19 and you got the Omicron and all of these stupid things. Just know that if you go like a few states in either direction, I mean, this is common sense. This is what I see in front of me. This is a person that I know had COVID before here in this state and moved to Oregon. And because of stress and everything else, his immune system was weakened as a result. And he caught COVID again because it's a different strain in a different state all the way over. Because I mean, does that make sense to y'all? Am I like am I don't know. It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me for someone who had it here and then to go over had antibodies for what was here. Goes over there, doesn't have antibodies for what was over there. So it's common sense. Every state, a radius around each state, it changes just enough so that you can get it again because I have seen it. So y'all be careful going state to state. Any traveling like for Christmas or anything like that. That's why I'm upset. I can't go see my family for Christmas because I'm not chancing it. I had COVID here and I documented it on here so that y'all could see, and I wanted it documented on here so that people could see how puny this virus is. Because I have a compromised immune system and I'm going, oh crap, I'm almost at an hour. Real short. I have a compromised immune system. I got COVID. Didn't last but 2.5 days. kept my temperature below 99. Oh, geez. Well, with all the people coming to Florida from all over the world, I would imagine you're right. Because, I mean, Disney, and people are like everywhere and it just moves. You know how it moves. So, yeah, you got it because you're the vacation capital of the world, one of them. Um, you know what? I don't understand. When I'm talking to you, I look down at what you said and I'm looking at your instead of looking at you. I'm looking at your words instead of looking at you. What the hell? Um, that's the long and the short of it. I didn't want to go over an hour, so I've already gone a minute over. I don't want to monopolize you guys so that you can go see other awesome streamers. I'm not awesome yet, but I will be. I will be. Um, that's going to be for a bit. That's going to be kind of my modus operandi for this. Is I'm going to go over. I'm going to pick and I'm going to talk about on here news that interests me as a female veteran. All of this is to be a female veteran's point of view, and that's what I'm giving to you. And I appreciate all of you for being here. Really do. I had a couple of odd things said that I had no idea what they meant, but it's okay. Nobody was rude. I appreciate that. My buddy, Flood has gotten so big now that he's got weirdos coming in saying all kinds of weird stuff. So, I knew you would. And I'm ending the stream, and now you say you love the hat? What the hell, Mike? Anyway, I am going to, like I said, end the stream because I've talked enough and my voice has gone from bad to worse. So I have to figure out why that happened. I think it was nerves. I'm gonna be honest, it's been nerves every time. Something goes wrong, it's the nerves because I get flustered and or this happens. But thank you all for being here. I really appreciate it. And I hope to see you next week. I hope to see some more people next week. Um, and thank you for bearing with me while I waited for my youngest over there to bring the breathing down back under control. I think it's a diaphragm issue, but I'm not sure exactly how. So I've had dogs long enough that I know enough to get in trouble. I know enough about a lot of stuff to get in trouble, but I'm not a master at anything. So, say lovey. Thank you all again. I'm going to thank you again for being here with me tonight. I really appreciate it. It was really awesome to be able to talk to you guys and have a conversation. I hope to see y'all next week. And like I said, thank you. It means more to me than you know that you're here. I really appreciate it. You can still hear me.